welcoming President Saib Al Karim Al Adina for today's opening remarks.
Thank you, Sanya, for the kind introduction. I'm assuming you can hear me okay? Thumbs up? Yes? Okay. So good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on wherever you are. Participants from around the world, welcome to the IPN Alliance Summit. It is exciting to be able to say from around the world. You know, this is one of the positive unintended consequences of COVID. It has changed the means and mode of communication and conversations. And so which has allowed us, I think, to even become more, it has enhanced our ability to be more globally connected. And I'm really, really happy that we were able to take advantage of that for the summit today. So we are excited to have you here as we learn together, grow together, build together, and most importantly, help each other succeed. I'm also honored to have the opportunity to share a few thoughts with you at the beginning of the conference today. At the onset, though, I want to take this opportunity to extend my heartfelt and sincere appreciation to the chairman and the members of the Economic Planning Board for the USA, to the IPN team, and the numerous volunteers who have helped to organize this incredible conference. I think we have some maybe close to 4,000 people that had registered, covering almost 40 countries or more, which is a phenomenal achievement. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank our incredibly well-accomplished keynote speakers and panelists for their generosity of time and knowledge, without whom I doubt that we would be able to have the conference. I also wanted to pass along a message. The chairman of the Leaders International Forum, Chairman Malik Talib, was going to try to join the conference today, but unfortunately has been pulled into other meetings. However, Chairman Malik has asked for me to convey his greetings to all of you, and also to convey his best wishes for a very successful conference. And he may pop in if the opportunity presents itself for him. Okay? So we're living through an unprecedented time. COVID is not just a global health pandemic that has impacted individuals and families, and we keep all of them, of course, in our thoughts and prayers. It has significantly accelerated the pace of change. It has impacted our careers, our industries, personal lives, and even how we interact as a Jamaat. Now, we can be overwhelmed by this pace of change because it is incredible and it is global, okay? And it presents a lot of uncertainty. Or we can recognize that change always presents opportunities to those who are prepared to take advantage of the situation. And I believe we are well positioned to take advantage of the situation. But to do so, it's even more critical for us to acquire new knowledge and new ideas. Keep in mind that learning must be continuous. It has to be lifelong. And at the Jamaati institution level, we also recognize this. And so we have put in resources to develop a website and develop resources to support the Jamaat in their quest of lifelong learning, to allow them to benefit from this and to take advantage of the opportunities that may present themselves. An event like the one today will, inshallah, help us to reflect on where we are today and how we could each draw a personal roadmap for ourselves. Having a growth mindset, building resilience and grit will be crucial to adopt and succeed in this rapidly changing landscape. You know, my personal experience has shown me that life and career paths are not a linear path. They generally follow this zigzag pattern as you work your way through it. So resilience and grit are especially important characteristics that one needs to have to persevere and to achieve one's objectives. Hazrat Imam's guidance to the Global Jamaat was to plan to build for the future from a position of strength and wisdom. Strength and wisdom. So let's ask ourselves, where is the world going to be in 10 to 15 years? Perhaps maybe even shorter, 5 years. What industries and job functions relevant to us will be in demand? And how do we get ahead of the curve? And if I may be so bold as to say, how can we be the change makers in our industries? We can do it. My humble belief is that our success has a multifold impact. I think of it in terms of concentric circles, and you may have heard of this before. It impacts our quality of life, absolutely. Which in turn then, of course, impacts the quality of life of our families, a natural byproduct. But it also impacts the quality of life of the US and the global Jamaat and the communities in which we live. This forum that we're participating in today is an example of that and how far-reaching it can be. Okay? So in keeping with this notion of multifold impact, during this time, we've also seen an amazing sense of community and the Jamaat coming together to help each other. One of the organizations through which we have seen this exemplary generosity of Ismaili professionals and entrepreneurs helping each other is IPN. Along with organizing and speaking at events, members of the Jamaat have helped each other with job searches, helped each other gain certifications and upskill, worked on startups together, worked on service projects together, right? And provided mentorship to one another. The notion of one Jamaat, a global brotherhood, has been on full display. And I thank you for this support, and inshallah, we can count on it for the future as well. Of course, the notion of alliances and supporting each other is not new to us. Jamaati members have been helping each other for generations, whether it is helping new arrivals get set up in a new country, or helping someone pivot into a new industry, or helping someone stabilize or accelerate their business. So it's wonderful to see this tradition continue and flourish through the professional associations and alliances at this event. We know that in every field and sector, there are Ismailis that are doing well. The keynote speakers and panelists for the various industry breakout sessions are examples of this. So let's connect with each other. Let's help each other and succeed together. My humble submission to you is that underlying all of this is not just a professional or a business association or personal gain. I firmly believe that it is a deep-rooted connection grounded in our bond with the Imam and each other. A global brotherhood, one family, guided by the Imam of the time. So let's always keep this fundamental principle in mind. In closing, this event is just the beginning. I encourage you to engage with the digital communities that have been created, to connect with each other, to share your asks and offers with each other, and to share your knowledge with each other. IPN is a platform where you can connect directly with each other, and we are all just a yali madad away from each other. So take the opportunity to have a virtual chai or an in-person chai with one another. The opportunity is there. Thank you again for the time. I hope you enjoyed the conference. Sania, back to you. Thank you.
Thank you, President Al-Karim Al-Adina. We're all just a Yali Madad away from each other. Wow, that's powerful. We right here empower that with the meaningful connections we make today and how we nurture these connections through the community.